All right, guys, in today's podcast, what we're going to talk about is complaining, okay? Complaining. It is easily the most useless activity in the world. Hands down, I would argue it with anybody. It is the single most useless activity that you could ever do, okay? And hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll feel the exact same way that I feel when it comes to complaining, okay? So that's what we're talking about. So let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of Career Strategies. My name is Rodney Hughes, Mr. 100%. And the purpose of this podcast is really to teach you ideas, strategies, and concepts that you can utilize to exponentially advance your career. Today's episode is being brought to you by the 7 Deadly Resume Mistakes, which is a free resume writing course on www.resumemistakes.com. When you head over to that website, you're going to discover how to avoid making the 7 deadly mistakes that cause most candidates to fail miserably when writing a professional resume. So if you'd like to take advantage of this 100% free training, head on over to www.resumemistakes.com. Again, that's www.resumemistakes.com. And if this is your first time joining us, please do me a quick favor. Smash that subscribe button, join the family, because I'm going to be dropping some great content on a regular basis, and I don't want you to miss out on it. All right. So again, what we're talking about here is complaining. I can't stand complaining. All right. And what's crazy is I'm a little bit of a hypocrite when it comes to this, because, you know, if you talk to my wife, I don't complain to a lot of other people, but my wife hears a little bit of complaining when I'm talking to her. But overall, I try my best not to complain that much. OK, and complaining is like is easily, in my opinion, the most useless activity in the world. OK, and I got 4 reasons why that I'm going to share with you in this video, why complaining is easily the most useless activity in the world. Let's start with the first reason. The first reason is this: nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn about you complaining. OK, that's the ugly truth about it. Nobody cares, bro. OK, you're complaining, right? But your complaints are essentially falling on deaf ears. Maybe you're lucky enough to where you're complaining to somebody that cares enough about what you think about them that they'll actually be nice and they'll actually sit there and listen to you. But even behind that, even with that being the case, they don't really care. Okay? Nobody cares, right? Everybody's dealing with their own shit. Everybody's dealing with their own stuff, trying to make their world right, especially when it comes to the employment space. Goodness gracious. You know, people are going on their job. Everybody's dealing with headaches at every level in a company, right? Don't nobody want to hear you complaining about stuff. Okay? So that's the first thing you need to understand is nobody cares. I don't care how empathetic people look when they're looking at your face. Listen, doesn't matter. Okay? Nobody cares. Okay? Don't get confused. Right? You're wasting your breath. You're wasting your time. Nobody cares. All right? Reason number 2. Complaining is like a drug. It will only make you feel better temporarily. Okay? So let me explain this. So the problem with most drugs, when people dabble into drugs. So let's use alcohol abuse as an example. Okay. When it comes to alcohol abuse, for some people do it because they want to kind of escape some of the problems that they may be dealing with in that moment. But the problem with doing that is that if you become reliant upon alcohol to find, I guess, like some peace of mind and really being able to deal with your situation, you're not dealing with the cause of your situation, right? All you're doing is masking the pain of that situation, right? And that situation is never going to change and improve for the better until you address the situation. The drug ain't gonna make it better. Drinking ain't gonna make it better. Smoking the Mary Jane ain't gonna make it better. Okay, you gotta address whatever it is that's going on. Whatever is causing, you got to find what the cause is. Okay. Well, the same thing about complaining, right? Listen, you could complain till you're blue in the face. It's not going to change your situation. Okay. What's going to change your situation is changing your situation. You see how that works? You want to change your situation? You got to change your situation, right? Action is what's going to change your situation. Going straight at the problem is what's going to change your situation. Complaining is not going to change your situation. But let me give you reason number 3. It diminishes your perceived value in the mind of the people that you're complaining to. Now, you got to be really careful with this one, because if you're complaining to someone, especially if you're complaining to somebody that maybe you report to, on a job, or somebody, you just got to be careful who you go and complain to, because a lot of times how most people, or how a lot of people can tend to perceive somebody that complains a lot is a very negative way. It's many different ways that they can go about perceiving that person, but oftentimes those perceptions are very negative. Like when somebody comes up to me and they're just complaining, I'm looking at them like, dude, why are you complaining to me? Do something about it, right? That's what I'm thinking a lot of times. Sometimes I'm not thinking that, but a lot of times I am thinking that, right? Why are you complaining to me? Why aren't you taking this up with somebody else that you're complaining about? Or why aren't you doing something to improve this situation? Huh? Because complaining ain't gonna change it, for sure, right? So you got to be careful about who you're actually complaining to, because you could end up complaining to people and end up ruining your name. Okay, especially in a work environment. And then reason number 4, okay? It merely delays the inevitable, okay? And what I mean by that is, again, I've alluded to it earlier. Well, I've said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. The inevitable is, if you're gonna change your situation, you got to get up off your ass and change your situation, because ain't nobody gonna change it for you. Okay, for sure, right? It is inevitable. Okay, your complaints ain't gonna do it. Your complaints ain't gonna cut it. Your complaints are gonna keep you stuck. Gonna keep you stuck in your situation. Okay, so again, just in case you forgot them, the 4 reasons why complaining is easily the most useless activity in the world is: reason number 1, nobody cares. Okay. Reason number 2, it's like a drug. It will only make you feel better temporarily. It only masks it will only mask the pain. Okay. When you complain. Reason number 3, it diminishes your perceived value in the minds of the people that you're complaining to. So if you're not careful, you'll end up complaining to somebody where you'll end up destroying, your perceived value in their minds, and that can end up working against you, especially in your career. And then number 4 is you're delaying the inevitable. At the end of the day, if you want to change your situation, you got to get up off your ass and get busy and make something happen. Okay. Hopefully you found some great value in that. Okay. Listen, if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to pick up a copy of my book, The Ugly Truth About Getting Hired: How to Land the Job of Your Dreams, regardless of the competition. This is a book unlike any other employment book that you'll ever find. This is not a boring book. This is it's a short read, and I'm talking about it's jam-packed with value. The first half of the book is all about getting your mental state right for actually being highly effective in the job interview process. And the second half of the book is literally me walking you step by step from point A all the way to point Z, telling you what you can do to exponentially improve your odds at every single step of the process. So if you'd like to pick up either the physical copy of this book or the ebook version of this book, head on over to www.theuglytruthbook.com. Again, that's www.theuglytruthbook.com. And one more time, www.theuglytruthbook.com. www.theuglytruthbook.com. All right. Listen, thanks for checking out this episode. Hopefully you got great value. I will see you in the next episode. Take care.